China's J-20 and J-35 have been in the news lately. We've got some new video of both, plus and pictures, plus some social media claims about the J-20. So let's take a look.
3, 2, 1, flight toss.
All right, so the first claim, Global Insight Journal. China confirms aerial technological superiority, J-20 versus F-35. And all it is a hype video of them flying in formation. So, maybe it's because they fly better formation than the J-35. Than the F-35. I don't know how this video proves that, but China has confirmed it, so you know it's true. That's not to say that the J-20 is not a good aircraft or technological marvel or whatever. It's just like, what are you even basing that on? You know, China confirms though, so that's how you know. But this is a video that's been circulating for a while. And to me, all it shows is how massive this airplane is. Next to what appears to be a KJ-500 maybe, it's pretty big, because that's not a small airplane. More hype video. This one's actually pretty interesting. So they shot a PL-15 with the J-35, and I have a feeling this is pretty old. There it is right there. Testbed 31001, and it shoots. It drops. It shoots. And do we see a hit? We do. A drone hit. I mean, not to say that it's the same video or the same event, but we definitely might see a hit there. And a PL-15 is a very formidable missile. This has nothing to do with it. I'm not really sure why this is even in the footage. Maybe they were testing other aircraft at the time. But this one right here showing the PL-15 test. I mean, good for them. Very successful test. And then also this news that they want to have 1,000. This one's a cool one, because you can see here the canopy fracture system for egress. A normal helmet, so not a queuing system helmet or anything like that, but the big J-20 off his wing. It's music, so I've got it muted. Popping out flares. And then those two big J-20s. You don't see a lot of J-20s maneuvering. That's the thing I've noticed, is there hasn't been a lot of like high maneuvering stuff, and it may not be designed for it. Maybe more of a interceptor that they're not planning on doing much. You know, I know, we always talk about dogfight man, but maneuverability is important. But you can see the EOTs there, electro-optical targeting system, the side mount. And I think those actually open up so that the IR seeker can do their thing. Sensors on the top, and then sensors in the rear. And then here, this is probably the coolest and newest stuff. The simulator images of the J-35A, or a simulator based on the J-35A. And we've got a whole bunch of pictures of this. So it's cockpit J-35A next to the J-20. I'll move myself out of the way here. You can see on the left, it's a digital upfront control. So OSB's on the side, but it's probably touchscreen and an actual HUD, unlike the F-35 itself. So the J-35 has a HUD, the F-35 does not. You've got the handholds here on the right and left, which for the carrier variant, I'm guessing, more than likely. A big situational display and engine, weapons, frequencies, all the information that you'd want. I'm curious, though, if below there's like a standby ADI or for attitude indicator or something, because in case all this fails, what are you using? And then the J-20 also has a pretty cool cockpit. It's got a center display, and then it's kind of a grainy photo, but well, it's blurred. That's why. But you can see the displays there And then the upfront control has buttons. So that's a little different. There are no handholds, as if it's not really, because they've talked about whether it will make a carrier variant or not, or at least some of the propaganda channels against China have said that. But there's the HUD. So real cool pictures, real interesting. I mean, it's a very modern cockpit. And here's some more pictures of this. The J-35 looked like a fun sim to fly. I don't know that it's a side stick. I think that it's, since this is based on it, I think this is their version of it. I thought the J-35 itself had a center stick, but I mean, side stick is I like the side stick. I mean, I flew with it in the F-16, and you know, I'm a pretty big fan. F-35 has a side stick. F-22 has a side stick. So if they do switch to that, or if they are thinking that, that would make perfect sense. And then they did an elephant walk with the J-20, which looks like the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. It's cool that they can do that, you know, that they can make them look like that. But or it's AI, one of the two. But that's a interesting way. They all have their taxi lights or landing lights on. You can see here they take their first official picture for the J-20 in service. So these are the pilots, maintainers that keep the planes going. Funny they've made them wear their helmets, but you can see just big airplane. It's just a big airplane. And then close-ups of the J-20. Build quality is pretty good. You know, this all looks, I mean, it's a high-res photo. You know, there's no real exposed rivets or anything like that. All looks lightweight composites. Looks like a very well put together. I like that color. I like the color scheme here. But yeah, radar absorbent material, sensors on the sides. I mean, it probably is pretty advanced. And this is what I was talking about the side mounted missile rails that basically open up so that the seeker can see, and then it ejects it into the wind stream there. And that's it. You know, China is a formidable country. I mean, they are trying to build fifth-gen fighters at a pace that exceeds the United States. I mean, they're talking 1,300 fifth-gen fighters, which is a huge number. And if they don't have the production delays, they might be able to do it. And that's something that we have to take seriously. You have to take note of. The J-20 is better than the F-35. I don't know. We don't know enough about the F-30 or the J-20 to know whether it's superior. But I'm sure they are using the most advanced tech they can. And the thing is, you know, you underestimate your adversary at your own peril. So it's definitely something to take seriously, especially when you're talking PL-15, PL-17, other threats that they are able to employ. And when you see how fast they're advancing, you know, it makes you go, wow, they're really doing some work out there. So that's the other thing, is just, you know, how quickly are they bringing it to market? Because it seems like just yesterday, you know, we were talking prototypes, and now they're taking pictures in front of jets because it's the real deal. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.